Okay, we are ready to roll. So, welcome, welcome to our webinar. And today's webinar will cover my wonderful four-layer facial that was introduced 40 years ago. Can you imagine? 40 years ago, and still going strong worldwide. But I have to tell you too that one of the reasons, and I will talk more about it during our webinar, that I have launched the four-layer facial 40 years ago was because I simply could not stand the fact that I would see estheticians dipping their fingers into the big jar, removing massage creams, being sloppy with mask applications. And I was thinking of how to stop it, how to make it uniform, how to make it perfect. So every great idea in life is born because there is a need. And the need back then in 1980 was my need to create the best possible facial treatment that every esthetician around the world could administer and have best possible results each and every time. So this is how it all started. This was the whole concept. This was the whole idea behind it. So taking this idea and then working backwards, how do I make it perfect? How do I make it new? How do I make it something that is going to be classic forever, not a trend, absolutely not the trend, but a classic that will stay here forever. And that to me was very, very important. And as all good ideas that you have to be able to execute it, you have to be able to promote it, you have to be able to share it. So this was how it started, and now I will share with you the webinar. We are going to see a very short film that's going to show you today Repechage. So when I first launched it in 1980, we had a very small company. It was actually 4 or 5 of us that we started with. We started literally from the alcove of my spa that was located on 53rd Street, right off 5th Avenue. So 40 years later, I want to share with you where Repechage is today because of you, partially because of you, of your commitment, of your loyalty, and your dedication. So I thank you. So today we are going to share with you the Repechage four-layer facial, the best facial in the world since 1980. When I first launched it, I called it the most luxurious and most expensive facial treatment in the world. That was my slogan. And why? Because back then, facials were maybe most expensive at about $28. Can you imagine that? And I've launched it, the four-layer facial, in 1980 at $65. We called it in New York just chutzpah. Who dares to have such an expensive facial? And everyone have said to me, Lydia, you're so nice, but we're going to tell you, you're going to fail it because no one is going to pay $65 for a facial. Well, here we are, we proved them wrong. And I will want to share with you a little brief video of where Repechage is today.
Lydia Sarfati is the founder and CEO of Repechage, the first company to bring seaweed-based skincare treatments and cosmetics to the U.S. Sarfati is an international industry leader with over 4 decades of experience as an esthetician, spa owner, manufacturer, and published author. She has been featured and quoted in Vogue, In Style, and the New York Times. and appeared on the Today Show and Good Morning America. Lydia revolutionized the beauty industry in 1980 with the launch of the Repechage 4-layer facial, named the Facial of the Century by Cosmopolitan UK. Sarfati works with her R&D team to develop the highest quality skincare and cosmetics. The core of Repechage products are based on the most nutrient-rich source of sustainably harvested seaweed. Repechage is a family-owned and run business. Together with David and Shiri, the Sarfatis celebrate 40 years of award-winning professional treatments and products. Lydia has been recognized around the world, including the Chevalerie Knight Award by Intercoiffeur Mondial and the prestigious 2019 Cedesco Médaille du Mérite Award, the world's major international beauty therapy association, for her work in bringing this high level of education standards to the United States. Today, Lydia continues to bring her passion, expertise, and excellence to the beauty industry.
So this is then and now, and the future is bright. So even during this absolute pandemic worldwide, we try to stay in touch with our clients who have become our friends. And I have committed myself to providing you with many webinars, whether it is about rosacea or how to administer the best facial massage or disruptive, skin barrier. I'm sharing with you all my knowledge that I have, and I want that each and every one of you will take this information and make it better for yourself when we reopen. But even before we reopen, we have an opportunity through our affiliate program for you to stay a little bit in business. So consultation from the couch. Basically, you have the opportunity to talk to your clients, analyze their skin via, telephone, literally, FaceTime, and provide them with a great recommendation of what they need to do during these very stressful times. We know one thing, that during the stressful time, what happens is you produce cortisol, which is the stress hormone, which may result in breakouts, in pimples, in redness, in inflammation. So people really are getting even more stressed out when they look in the mirror. And here, as beauty professionals, you're able to help them. You're able to guide them. And at the same time, you are able to make some money. We offer you the affiliate program. So after this webinar, please call our representatives here at Repechage, 1-800-248-SKIN or 248-7546. One of the reasons why we were able to stay open, we quickly applied to an FDA-approved hand sanitizer and manufactured this hand sanitizer, the Repechage hand sanitizer, spray-on, which is really great because it does not build a gel-like film on the skin. It's 80% alcohol and hydrogen peroxide, a bit of glycerin and water. So the formula is very, very simple, but yet very effective, and it is FDA approved. And we donate 5% from all of our production to the local first responders, hospital nurses, EMTs, policemen, as well as the firemen. This is our way of giving back to the community. So if you have not had the opportunity of purchasing the Repechage hand sanitizer yet, please do so we can continue to support our community in need. And beside that, you really truly will love this hand sanitizer. It won't make your hands dry or irritated. So please do it, please enjoy it, and put it, once you reopen, put it all over the stations, in the salon, front desk, spray it, spray it, spray it, and use it on daily basis. The Repechage hand sanitizer comes in many different sizes, very convenient to carry in your pocketbook, in your pocket, in anywhere. So Repechage hand sanitizer. And I thank you for your support. So a little bit about Repechage, if you are joining us for the first time. We are a global professional skincare company. I founded in 1980, so we would be celebrating 40 years in July. And I have to tell you, we did indeed plan an amazing party for all of you, and unfortunately we had to cancel. But we will party every day, we will party every year when we first will be able to meet and see you in attendance at our congresses or our conferences. And I really do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your continued support. So Repechage, you know, when we say products, how many products does Repechage have? Well, we have over 225 products for both professional use and retail. And every day when I wake up, I think of how to make it better. What is the base of our magic? Seaweed. Seaweed is the base of our magic. 12 vitamins, 18 amino acids, florotannins, phytohormones, trace elements and minerals, and polysaccharides. You may know that amino acids are the building blocks of protein. They are the most important for production of what? Collagen and elastin. We often think of collagen as something that gives our skin the appearance of youthfulness. But collagen is a part of so many different organs. They're part of our connective tissue, they're part of our cartilage, our bones. So amino acids are very important. And in fact, eating seaweed on a daily basis will help you to have health and vitality. Do you know that every Japanese person consumes about 50 grams of seaweed a day? So when we're talking about superfood, we can look into seaweed and know that this is superfood. So superfood for your diet, superfood for your skin. And since 1980, we're providing superfood products for you made in our ISO 9001 facility. We adhere to the highest standards of manufacturing. And our factory is right here in USA, in Secaucus, New Jersey. We don't make things overseas. We make them right here, locally, using people, hiring people here in the United States, and providing the best skincare products. You're welcome to come and visit us anytime you're in New York or New Jersey area. In fact, Secaucus is only about 8.8 miles from downtown Manhattan. So if you come to New York, if you come to New Jersey, we're very close, very near. You can always visit our factory. But seaweed has so many wonderful potentials for exfoliation with marine hydroxy acid. In fact, marine hydroxy acid is something that I have created in 1996, and we used it in our Repechage formula. Our Repechage formula is really an innovation and a breakthrough. I've created this as a unidose exfoliant that creates beautiful desquamation, exfoliation that's gentle with 8% of acid and 3.5 pH. So controlled pH, controlled total percentage of alpha, beta, and marine hydroxy acids to give you beautiful complexion each and every time. 1996 is when I launched it. Not long ago, there were people that came from Korea that have claimed that this is their innovation, and I will tell you why. Because Repechage became super popular in Korea. And in fact, we sold over 1 million pieces in Korea. And then, of course, someone tried to copy us. But taking that message to the social media has made them stop selling this product that has a US patent. So you see, sometimes people out there will copy something that you have worked so hard to achieve. That's very important. So here is Micah. Isn't he cute? He's our harvester. He actually harvests for us Laminaria digitata of the coast of Maine. The harvest needs to take place during spring and summer, and it's always accompanied by the new full moon. Isn't this romantic? So even seaweed harvest is a very romantic process. And like I have said, Laminaria digitata must be wild and must be harvested at these particular times to retain all its benefits. This is Professor Charles Yarish, who was I call him my godfather because he was able to find for us, first of all, he's the professor and head of seaweed department at UConn University in Connecticut. And he was able to find for us the wild Ascophyllum nodosum and wild Laminaria digitata right here in USA. We used to harvest it in France. So I am so happy that today, not only do we manufacture the products in USA, but also our raw material is harvested right here in the USA. I'm very proud of this fact. So thank you, Professor Yarish, for giving us this blessed opportunity. So here we are, the difference, full manufacturing, ISO 9001, 2015 certified. And what does it mean? It means that we are actually certified every single year by an outside agency called DECRA. It's a 3-day certification process, and they look through everything: compounding, filling, production, shipping, warehousing, education, marketing. Every single thing that happens here gets tested, verified, and approved. If you get 100, you get recertified. If you don't, you simply won't get recertification. So why should you care? Why should you care that we have this symbol, this certificate? Because it's not only I am telling you that everything is done top-notch and perfectly correct, but someone else, an independent certification agency that does that. In fact, anything you use should be coming from an ISO 9001, 2015 certified factory. This is your good housekeeping seal of approval, kind of, but greater. We also have GMP certification by the state of New Jersey. We provide world-class education, and Repechage today is distributed in over 45 countries. So let's look now at the Repechage iconic facial treatment. If it would be a person, it would be probably one of the best photographed people in the world. Since the beginning, four-layer facial was photographed for New York Times, Vogue, Vanity Fair, Glamour, Mademoiselle, Daily News, The Post. You can't imagine. It was a real celebrity facial. It appeared on the Today Show, believe it or not, a whole 9 minutes. Nobody has ever got 9-minute exposure on the Today Show. That is really something to think about. Life and Style Weekly and Good Morning America. So it really is a true iconic facial. And I have to tell you, one of the reasons why I wanted to add some glamour to it and create the wow experience, because over the decades, I always heard from clients saying, well, I don't really know what happens. I go in for a facial, the room is dark, they close the door, something hot comes on my face, then I get a massage, and then I fall asleep, and I don't know really what happens. And I'm not sure even if it's good, you know, I just do it to take a nap. And I'm thinking, if I'm going to create the most expensive and luxurious facial in the world, it has to be more than just giving somebody a nap, because you can take a nap at home on your lazy chair. So this is why I've created this unique experience for the client to have and to deliver the wow experience each and every time, whether I do it or someone else does it. That is the magnificent results that the four-layer facial can provide. Having said all that, look at this. May promo. I am giving you, if you have never tried a four-layer facial before, you have never administered or given, now it can be all forgiven, because you're going to get a free four-layer facial single box with any purchase of $250 or more. Isn't this amazing? So call immediately and after this webinar and get your free four-layer facial so you can experience or have someone experience the most magnificent facial treatment that you will ever be able to get or give. I have clients after 40 years that are still my clients worldwide saying, Lydia, no matter what we try, this is still the best. It's like an amazing experience. And I have to tell you, as a professional beauty person, I am always in love when I give a facial. I really am. I am so excited when I do it. But I have to tell you, I'm also excited when I get it. But it still is the most exciting thing that I can give my client today. So call 1-800-248-7546. So who gets full page in GQ? Can you imagine full page editorial article in GQ? Vogue magazine, not one page, several pages. You know, when I first started dealing with trade magazines and they would be like, oh, but we can't do editorials, I would be, are you kidding? Vogue can and you can't? Yeah, that was always very interesting to me. But not only on the shore of USA, but also in UK, we want the best of the best from Harper's and Queen. And also Cosmopolitan UK has named the four-layer facial the best facial of the century. So the signature four-layer facial helps to do what? Reduce visible signs of aging due to the environmental exposure. So what is the environmental exposure? Sun, pollution, all type of things, but not only environmental exposure. What I have seen in the last decade and a half, a lot of damage coming right from our salons. Zealous what? Exfoliation, you call it the peeling. Overdoing, over destroying the barrier of the skin. Too much, absolutely too much. If you treat the skin in a very holistic way, if you deliver the best possible results, the client's skin will respond correctly. When you try to constantly damage it with aggressive procedures in hope that you're going to boost the collagen production, that is not a long-term benefit for the skin. In fact, we see that skin is aging faster when you do these procedures. I cannot begin to tell you, at so many trade shows that I am, how often I see a client that comes over and says, Lydia, look what happened to my skin. I just had X, Y, and Z. Now it's red and inflamed, and then I get all this hyperpigmentation. As a professional, it really hurts me to see that in a really bad way. So I hope that we can all really, truly learn about the histology of the skin, learn the importance of the scientific knowledge of the skin, and treat the skin correctly, and provide the facial treatments that are actually good for your client and that will not cause long-term damage. So here's the iconic 4-layer facial, single dose application. This facial comes both for dry skin, SU1, and for oily combination skin, SU2. There are 4 treatments in uni-dose packaging. So everything you need is already in the box. You don't need to get anything else. What I would always recommend that you present the client the treatment on what? On a tray. Say everything here that you see is for you exclusively. How that the treatment should start? Consultation, analysis, and recommendation. One of the things that we very often don't do is not to ask the client, what are your concerns? We right away look at the skin and start talking, chattering. What I recommend is that you actually look at the skin, diagnose it, but before you tell the client what is that you're going to do, that you're going to ask them questions. And these are the most important steps that you have to take with each and every client. Very important. But the most important question is, what are your concerns with your skin today? Not what you see, what are their concerns? Because you might be seeing these huge blackheads in their nose. They don't care about it. They will tell you, what I don't like is the puffiness. Sorry. Okay. So you want to drape the client. You want to put your gloves on. You want to put your mask on. You want to take your magnifying lamp, cover the client's eyes, and you want to look through the magnifying lamp to see what is the condition of your client's skin. So this is your skin analysis. But when you're going to talk to the client, what I would like you to do is to come in the front of the client and discuss with them your findings. Don't talk to the back of the head. I have learned one time that when you talk, you should always talk to the pair of eyes, not to the back of the head. So analyze it, come around, and talk to the client so they can see you. Cleansing the skin. You're going to use OptiCleanse, which is a wonderful, extra gentle, non-oily makeup remover. The pH of this makeup is neutral, pH of 7. So even if it falls into the eye area, which it shouldn't, but if it does, it's not going to cause burning reaction. Why? Because even water has a pH of 7, so it's neutral, okay? What is the cleansing comes from is sodium lauryl glucosides, and that is a very gentle surfactant. I also use this as a pre-cleanse. So if the client has a lot of makeup on, for example, eye makeup and facial makeup, I would use that as a pre-cleanse. So you're going to remove the eye makeup with cotton, and then you want to rinse off the eye with cotton and water. Now we're going to the exfoliation options. So the exfoliation options, we have many in the Repechage repertoire, and we can begin with mechanical exfoliation. You can use a soft brush. I'm not crazy about it, but if you do have a micro dermabrasion machine, you could use it here as well to remove some of the accumulated dead skin cells. So this we would refer to as mechanical exfoliation. Granule exfoliation would be done with products such as honey and almond scrub, which is based on honey, almond meal, oatmeal, St. John's wort, and chamomile extracts. Hydro-refined clarifying mask, which has wonderful ingredients from Laminaria latissima seaweed, lemongrass oil, lily of the valley extracts called fernosol, cucumber, lactic acid, kojic acid that's derived from mushroom, licorice root extracts, mulberry extracts. So what are all these extracts doing is not only exfoliating, but also providing a brightening and lightening effect, especially ingredients like kojic acid, licorice root, and mulberry extracts. I love this product. The alpha beta exfoliation has both the glycolic acid, it has the licorice root extracts, and what is nice that actually it's in a creamy clay base, so it's not going to cause any irritation. And we have a pH between 3.5 and 3.9 with a total percentage of acids 20. So it can be used even on quiet sensitive skin as well. Repechage is like I have showed you already. This comes in pro size, of course. So you can buy, I think it's 50 swabs. The pH here is 3.5 and 8% of total acid. And we have marine hydroxy acid here. It's in the base of Laminaria digitata and Ascophyllum nodosum. It also has Codium tomentosum extract. So there's 3 different seaweeds. And then we have malic acid, vitamin C, we have lactic acid, we have fruit acids. So it's a beautiful, beautiful formula. And it is controlled at the pH level. And also it's controlled at the amount of acids. So it's safe, sanitary, and perfect to use it. Alpha beta hydroxy acid with 30% of acid is a pH of 3.5. So how do you choose which way you're going to go? So you have alpha beta, you have enzymatic exfoliation. The enzymatic exfoliation comes from papain, and it is a proteolytic enzyme derived from the latex of green papaya. It's quite expensive, but it is very nice for providing the client with an exfoliation. Post-exfoliation is important to do what? To remove the exfoliant from the skin very thoroughly with cotton and water. I like using cotton because it's gentle on the skin and it will remove it very, very thoroughly. If you have water in a sprayer, you want to spray the skin afterwards to really make sure that you removed all the acid perfectly, you may as well do that. Don't use harsh towels or sponges. Then what we need to do is to restore the pH of the skin. So we would use a designated basically toner. So Hydro 4 toner would be for more sensitive skin, T-zone balance would be for more combination, and Hydro Refine Astringent would be for more oily skin, Herbal Astringent would be for more oily problem skin. So this is just to show you the pH. So you have a neutral is 7, and then anything above 8, 9, it's alkaline, and below 7 is going towards the acidic. So the acidic really is 3, 2, and 1. A good skin, a good healthy skin is a pH between 4.5 and 5.6. So then once we cleanse the skin, we go into layer number 1, which is a skin hydration. The cetoserum of seaweed is very rich in amino acids, trace elements, minerals, and vitamins. One ingredient, Laminaria digitata. Here you may want to use if you have iontophoresis, and if iontophoresis are permitted by your state. You can also use an LED light, which I have right here, and you may use it on red. The LED device we have also with radio frequency as well. So it gives your client really a nice opportunity to really have a even more extensive penetration of the serum through the stratum corneum. So how the ions are driven into the skin. The ions are driven into the skin via pores, hair follicles, sweat glands, and also dugs rather than through stratum corneum. Stratum corneum alone has a very high resistance. So what is iontophoresis? Iontophoresis, ionto equals ion, phoresis means transfer. It is a non-invasive method of propelling high concentration of charged substance transdermally by repulsive electromotive force using small electrical charge replied to the skin for cosmetic application. So the active agent has to be liquid, has to be serum form in order for it to work extensively. The LED radiofrequency EMS skin tightening machine is also a good alternative, and it's certainly a little bit less expensive than getting a galvanic machine that may not be approved in all the states in USA. So I like this little handheld device as well, which gives us a very good result on the skin. So the red light in the LED helps with, enhances the regeneration of collagen, helps to improve elasticity, reduces the appearance of wrinkles. The green and yellow light helps with brightening the skin. The blue light helps to reduce skin oiliness, helps also with cross-contamination. And the pink flashing light helps to enhance the product penetration. So the C serum, how does it work? Once applied into the skin, even if you don't have the devices to enhance the absorption, it binds itself into intercellular medium. So it actually works on reducing the evaporation from the skin to the environment. That's why your clients, once they have a facial and continue the benefits at home by using the product at home, will continue to tell you, you know, I feel like my skin is plumper, it feels more youthful. It almost feels like when I was younger, or when like a skin that the baby has, because it's so hydrated and plump. And I always say to the client, you know, think of yourself when the skin is well hydrated, it's you are like what? A grape. When it's dehydrated, you're like a dry out grape, which is a raisin. So think of those terms that the skin reacts beautifully, looks beautifully when it's well hydrated. And there are very few things that can actually enhance the hydration process. You know, back in the 80s, they have come up with liposomes as carriers of ingredients into the skin. But shortly, they have discovered that very often people had sensitivities to this ingredient, left them feeling irritated and basically very, very red, and the skin just did not look healthy at all. So when we were always talking about hydration and hydration and hydration, and we had to really teach both the estheticians and the consumer the difference between hydration and moisturization. So what is hydration? Hydration is to be able to have a vehicle like seaweed cytoserum that is able to go through the transepidermal penetration and make a difference. So here you have an excellent example of how the cytofilter of seaweed works. And also it helps with the regular cell perfiliation. So regular cell perfiliation is very important to understand, because sometimes if you have a product that creates irregular cell perfiliation, it may also lead into skin cancer, because increased cell regeneration can create skin cancer. Because what is skin cancer? Irregular cell perfiliation. So this is why there's a very big scientific difference between utilizing seaweed and other medium to do this job. So after we basically have a very deep hydration, what we're going to do then is have a wonderful massage. And massage is simply not just a cosmetic procedure. Massage is a therapeutic effect on the skin. So we use for this purpose hydrating cream layer number 2. And the hydrating cream contains alpha hydroxy acid. So we continue with the gentle exfoliation, but also softening of the skin. It has 2 different types of seaweed, Laminaria digitata and Ascophyllum nodosum. Also multi-fruit exfoliants. With 10-minute massage, what you're going to have? Improved circulation, wonderful nourishing of the skin, and this will result in beautiful glow. To enhance the procedure of the facial massage, pardon me, especially around the eye area, we can use our silver ball massager. This is 360 gauge stainless steel massager. It stays very cool to the touch. It's really wonderful. I love it. I use it at home as well to apply my eye cream, but it's so fabulous, I have to tell you. It really makes a very big difference, especially if you have a headache. It's great. So I love this 316 grade stainless steel massager. And actually for Mother's Day, we're offering this free at the retail bundle. So check those at the end as well. Also for the full face massager, we can incorporate Kanza wand. The Kanza wand, it's really terrific because it's made of the sacred lead-free copper and tin. And this helps with purification and detoxification. What I love about Kanza massager that you can really work nicely on the platysma muscle, also in the back of the trapezius muscle. And then you can also use it on the hands, especially in the palm of the hand. It's really wonderful little device, and we have that available as well. So we're going to be using in a facial massage that does not have a skin that is not sensitive, has rosacea or acne. We're going to use 5 movements: effleurage, pétrissage, tapotement, friction, and vibration. The benefits of massage are collagen production, firmer muscles, improves skin texture and complexion, eliminates toxins, excess fluid from the skin, improves circulation, helps with whiteheads, and also relieves emotional stress and body tension. Nothing beats a good massage. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't care what you're going to use, but nothing beats your hands and a good massage. You know, we used to talk about it and we would say all these benefits, and, you know, some skeptic would just shrug the shoulders. Well, that can happen, you know, that can happen. It's just a massage. But actually today we're able to prove that the results of massage are not just cosmetic, but actually physical and physiological. So as shown on this 3D CT scan, you can actually see through a proper administered massage that the cheek top has moved upwards. And furthermore, the thickness of the adipose tissue, which is your fat layer, got better, you know, it got stronger, deeper. So a beautifully administered facial massage will really help you to retain a very youthful appearance for a very long time. So now that you've been massaged for 15 minutes, because we do about 5 to 7 minutes massage with C serum, then a 10-minute massage with the cream, we are ready for what? Layer number 3. So layer number 3 is going to be preparing fresh seaweed mask, combining 3A and 3B, and activating it with the beautiful Laminaria digitata gel, aloe vera, and orange water, mixing it in the bowl, and applying it directly onto the skin. What is the client going to feel? The client is going to feel very cold, like a cryotherapy for the face. And simply not because you were keeping the mask in the refrigerator, but because you have warmed up the skin through what? Your massage manipulation, especially the tapoment and friction. All of that has created a wonderful temperature in the skin, and putting on just a room temperature mask will make a huge difference. It's like a yin and a yang, and that will have a firming effect on the skin as well. So I call it the cryotherapy for the face. While the seaweed mask is on, during this time, we're providing the client with a massage on the hand. And for that purpose, we have the C-Spa hand cream. I must tell you, it's one of the best hand creams in the world. And if you have not yet tried it or bought it, now it's the time, because I'm sure your hands are dry from washing them. But they wouldn't be dry from washing them if you would use our wonderful new hand wash that is beautiful and non-drying formula that is very effective. So run and get that as well. This is really terrific. You can wash your hands all day long, they won't get dehydrated. After the hand massage, we can offer the client a nice hot towel. Repechage made these moist cotton towels that come in set of 50. And you can do it cold or hot. You can put it for a few minutes into your hot towel cubby and use it as a hot towel. We also recommend offering the client a hot towel upon their arrival. So once you spray their hands with a hand sanitizer, you can offer them a beautiful hot towel as well. The final layer of the mask would be the 4-layer facial, which is the 4A mineral powder and 4B mineral gel. You mix those two together and you add few drops of custom blend purifying and calming essential oil. This will create an additional what? A beautiful aromatherapy. So when you apply the mask on and you leave it on for 15 minutes, the client's sensation under really will be like they're going to take a vacation, or maybe they are basking on the sun. So the temperature, final temperature will be about 110 degrees Fahrenheit. and then it's going to go down again. And the sensation will be wonderful. The client will feel like, oh my God, where am I? I'm basking, I'm just thermal. The thermal mineral feeling is amazing. After 1 hour, I have to tell you, very often clients say, you know what? I feel so rejuvenated. I really feel like I have taken a 1 hour vacation. Bless you. So I think this is really why Repechage Four-Layer Facial has been so popular and so effective for over 40 years all over the world. So here's what I always did, and people always said, oh, Lydia, this feels like heaven. And if heaven feels that good, I gotta go there. So while the mask was on, while the mineral mask was on, you know what we surprise our clients with? A wonderful foot massage, wonderful foot massage. And for the foot massage, you can also use the Kanza wand, you know, especially on the balls of the feet. Oh, it feels so good. I'm ready for one immediately. So here we use the seaweed body cream. You could also add a little bit of essential oil of peppermint, which Repechage makes as well, to really invigorate and stimulate. I also like to use a couple of drops of peppermint oil for scalp massage while the mask is on as well. So it feels really great. So you finish your foot massage, and now you're going to do what? Wash your hands again. So this is very important because we sometimes just, you know, maybe get a little sloppy in the procedure and go from feet to face. Stop, wash your hands before you go back, put the new gloves on, okay? Now it's time to grand finale, removal of the mask, and always, without a fail, the client is always going to say, oh my God, I feel great. Wow, wow, wow. And that is the experience that you want to give your client, that wow experience. I always say, you know, if you have not heard wow, it was just not good enough. They're not going to come back. When I had my spa in Manhattan, clients begged me to come back very quickly and very often. I sometimes would say, no, you don't need it. I don't need to see you for 2 weeks. And they sometimes literally cry. They said, please, we want to come back sooner. So create a wow experience for the client, make them want more, and you will never be without clients now and in the future. So what are the finishing touches? After the mask comes off, we would remove a little bit of the mask residue, spray the skin with Algomist, reapply the layer number 1 and layer number 2. And then if they're going back to the world and you did do some exfoliation, you will apply the face shield. So the face shield is basically a zinc oxide, titanium dioxide cream, and you would apply that. I see a lot of questions in the chat box. I'm not ignoring them. I will answer them once we finish the webinar, okay? So please, please, please write those questions in, and I will answer all your questions at the end, I promise. So here might be something new and different for you, because maybe you were taught to learn that don't put makeup after the facial. And I have always said, put makeup after the facial, especially a good Repechage makeup, such as our Perfect Skin Liquid Foundation, because it does what? It creates the additional veil. It creates additional layer of protection. The other thing is also, I don't want my client to feel like, oh, I had a facial, I got to go home and lay down. No, you had a facial, go out, go to a restaurant, go meet your friends. Of course, when we'll be all able to do so, and finish it off with a little lip gloss, concealer. I want the client to go out and feel great. Okay, like I want them to feel that. Don't run, put your shopping bag over your head because you don't want the world to see you, okay? This is a very big difference between success and failure. Trust me on that, okay? I share with you my success. Always show your client a mirror so they can see the wonderful results you have achieved. And go back to the points of, you know what, these were your concern, and I have addressed your concerns during the facial. So whatever it might have been, you know, this is very important. Now, very often clients ask me, Lydia, can I do extractions with a 4-layer facial? So we call this 10-step procedure. And we would basically begin, of course, after cleansing, you go back to those initial steps. We would do disincrustation. We would do disincrustation and or steaming, depending again on the condition. Disincrustation solution is about what? Saponification of basically blackheads that are lodged in your pilosebaceous opening. So again, on the disincrustation, we would use on negative pole and help the client, you know, we would help to saponify the comedones, and then we would have a very easy time removing them or doing the proper extractions. So again, just to repeat myself, ion, it's ionto, for Rasis is to transfer. So we would use the disincrustation solution, which is alkaline, and it will help us with saponification of the comedones. Once the comedones are properly softened and prepared, it's very easy to extract them. Always wear gloves, and even if you're wearing gloves, wrap your fingers in a tissue and then provide the extractions. You have to be very gentle. If you're leaving finger marks and if you're leaving nail marks on the skin, it means you're not using the fingers correctly, okay? You need to always stretch the skin and then lift it. I have a whole video that you can go to in the Hydromatic video, which will show you the various different extraction procedures, whether it is with your fingertips or using cotton swabs or using Medipoints, a little sterile needles, okay? Again, depending if your state permits it. Afterwards, you're going to use high frequency for 3 to 5 minutes. You can also do indirect high frequency. You can use high frequency over the gauze mask, or you can put the gauze mask and use the LED device on blue. So you would use your LED device on blue over a gauze mask on the skin, okay? Then we would put on the deep cleansing mask for basically 7 to 10 minutes. We would remove the mask, and then we would proceed with a 4-layer facial. So we have various different masks depending on the oiliness of the skin, whether we're going to do the balancing hydrating mask or clear complexion mask or CMAD, and calamine mask powder could be also mixed in with any of these masks. So here you have the balancing hydrating mask. It has kaolin, allantoin, chamomile extracts, and St. John's wort. The calamine calcium powder is calcium carbonate and calamine. You can add that to the balancing hydrating mask for further soothing action. Clear complexion mask is for very oily complexion, and CMAD perfecting mask. It's really very interesting mask. You know, this is one of my first masks that I made in 1977, believe it or not, when I first opened my salon. So the base of it is ichthymol with kaolin clay, zinc oxide, and eucalyptus oil. So it really has a very, very nice deep cleansing and brightening effect on the skin. So now that we have finished all of the different procedures, you can have the 4-layer facial with exfoliation. You can have a 4-layer facial without exfoliation. And you can have the 4-layer facial as a 10-step facial with deep pore cleansing. So what are the products that we need to recommend for at-home use? I have to tell you, I have learned one thing 43 years ago, that if the client leaves your salon without purchasing the product for at-home use, what's going to happen? Chances are they may not come back. Why? Because they will not be able to continue the wonderful benefits that they received in your salon. So during my consultation, the first thing I would say to the client, are you also willing to take care of your skin at home? And very often when a client would say no, I would say, you know what, I don't want you to have a facial. You know why? Because you're not going to have the results that I want you to have. And clients sometimes were surprised. What do you mean you don't want me to have a facial? I said, because we are partners. I want to be your partner. I'm going to work very hard, but you got to work very smart because you have to continue what I do in the salon at home. And if you're not willing to take care of your skin at home, you're not going to be happy and I'm not going to be happy. You see what I mean? So this is when I say professional recommendation is essential. So whether you're going to recommend to the client triple action peptide serum, and you know, you can do it now before they even come back to your salon. Get on the phone, call your best clients and say, you know what, let me look at your skin. How are you doing during this stressful time? Let me help you to do it yourself at home. How can you do your own little facial that's lifting and hydrating? Triple action peptide serum is brilliant with a peptide mask. And they can do it twice a week, once a week, 3 times a week, depending on their skin. Look at the amount of peptides. You have palmitoyl tripeptide, palmitoyl tripeptide 5, 7, hexapeptide 8, everything you need to have no wrinkles like me. There you go. Lamina Lift Hydrating Seaweed Mask is just a hydrating mask. It's wonderful. It's very moisturizing. It's really perfect for all skin types. And it's very inexpensive, so you can do it every day if you want to. It has lots of hyaluronic acid, lots of seaweed, organic aloe, orange water. It really is a marvelous hydrating mask. And even your kids can have that. Opti Cleanse, we already talked about it. So it's a great eye makeup remover. Sea Cleanse, both men and women love it. It's a foaming seaweed cleanser, neutral pH of 7. So it's really wonderful, all skin types almost, especially for people that don't like to use a creamy cleanser. Adorable. I have to tell you, Hydro Refine Astringent Pads are Shiri's most favorite go-to product. She lives by that stuff. And you know, it was because of you asking me at one of my webinars, can you bring back Hydro Refine Astringent Pads, which we had some time ago? And I said, I promise I will, and we did. You see what happens when you ask? When you ask, things do happen. So what is so fabulous about these astringent pads? Beside lemongrass, licorice root extract, mulberry fruit extracts. So it's a wonderful exfoliating and pore tightening type of a pad that you can take it with you anytime, everywhere. Hydro Refine Cleansing Mousse Cleanser. I adore this product. I even use it all over my body because it just gives you such a great cleansing sensation and doesn't dry your skin out at all. Herbal Astringent, perfect especially for men after shaving. It reduces the pore size and helps to prevent redness and razor bumps. So the pore perfecting solution is terrific. Also for clients that have very oily skin, more on a sensitive side, this is very calming. Actually, we make all these herbs here ourselves. Algo Mist, you gotta love that product. You can take it anywhere, everywhere for hydration. Sea Serum. So the Sea Serum is your layer number 1 as well. so they can take that home. So your step one and step two, it's something that the client can take home, and you can sell it to them together with the wonderful, wonderful stainless steel massager. I love this. I love this. I have to tell you. Okay. Then we have hydrocomplex PFS with niacinamide, with hyaluronic acid, with 2 different types of seaweeds. Wonderful, very light moisturizing cream that can be used twice a day. Hydrocomplex for oily combination skin type, and Rapidex, we already talked about it. Great results for even reduction of breakouts in the skin. So here is a client, real pictures, real results after 28 days of using Rapidex. And this girl went everywhere and nothing helped. So there you have it. Eye Rescue pads. This is what I recommend. Put the Eye Rescue pad. Take the massager over the Eye Rescue pads, and you have a mini eye treatment at home. Look at these gorgeous, gorgeous ingredients. Amazing. Yerba mate is a wonderful tea. In fact, if you feel like you're puffy, maybe you ate too much salty food, brew yourself a nice yerba mate tea and drink it, 2 cups of it, and you will see that the puffiness will go out from your body. Essential oil of seaweed for very, very dry area. 1 minute exfoliating mask. You can do it in the shower. It has great laminaria saccharina extracts, lactic acid, kojic acid, licorice root extracts, mulberry root extracts. So it's a wonderful lightening and brightening mask, exfoliating mask that you can do in the shower. Mineral face shield. Don't go out home without it. Now that you're sitting home, you don't need it. But when you're ready to move, this is the product. Eye contour cream. Oh my God, look at these ingredients. I don't think anybody has the kind of ingredients in the eye cream the way we do. Even my competitors come and buy my eye cream. So look at this: tripeptide, palmitoid tetrapeptide, dipeptide. I mean, amazing amount of peptides in here to both reduce the puffiness, dark circles, and wrinkles. Aptifirm Renewal Complex for that richer cream, for the drier, more mature skin. Look at these great ingredients. And then Optifirm Lift Cream as a day cream. Love this cream, absolutely love it. Ulva lactuca extracts, hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, vitamin C, shea butter, willow bark extracts, bit of salicylic acid. So it's just beautiful cream, very rich, very wonderful for the drier complexion. Of course, our C-Spa hand cream, as I spoke about, seaweed body cream, because skin is just not face, it's all over the body. So we have to take care of it. Take a bath, massage yourself, pamper yourself. You can do a whole spa experience at home and teach your client to do it. Take a bath, put on the seaweed, either lamina mask or peptide mask. Get out after 15 minutes, massage your whole body with C-Spa hand. Here, add the wonderful Kanza massager, put the peptide serum, put the cream, voila. And we have beautiful promotions, beautiful shelf talkers. Again, those of you who just were joining us not long ago, this is free, made promo, free. Yeah, you don't have to fix your hearing aids. You're hearing it correctly. I'm joking. I'm sure you don't have hearing aids. Made promo, free 1 4-layer facial. So call us 1-800-248-7546. Call immediately to get your free 4-layer facial. And for US clients only, I'm so sorry, you're going to get Bilamina lift mask, 2 boxes, and get actually BioLite Luminex 24 boxes. So you're going to have regular price is $174. Sale price is $149, and your saving is $25. So basically, you can offer 2 different type of facials, even if you are home and maybe you're not going to see your clients in a long time. You can send them a BioLite mask with 1 Lamina mask, and they can do a little mini facial for themselves at home. So this is a good way for them to stay in touch with you. These are my favorites. Look at that. Beautiful Skin Tote, best-selling Repechage products, Algomist, Skin Tote, and basically you have the Hydro Complex and C Serum, and it's only $60, and you get the wonderful bag that once the door is open and the country opens and the world opens, I travel with this bag all the time. I put all my cosmetics in there and all my skincare products. For the body, for $32.50, you can have a body lotion, a hand cream, and my favorite brush. I probably eat those brushes because I get one every week, new one. I just love giving the dry brushing. And if you've been sitting around a lot, putting few drops even of wonderful peppermint oil on the brushes, on the bristles, and giving yourself a fabulous, fabulous massage with it, you will be awake and very stimulated and regenerated. And this is incredible. Look at the beautiful skin treatment. You have triple action peptide mask. You have triple action peptide serum. You have OptiFirm Eye Contour Cream for $122. I have to tell you, the massager alone is $75. So it's almost like you're getting everything free. This is my gift to you so you can experience the beautiful cooling sensation of this terrific silver ball massager. Congratulations and enjoy it. So all the books that I have written, there is more to come. edulearningwithlydia.com. More caring with the collaboration with us and Repechage. Oncology Aesthetics, Repechage Science book, and my book, Success at Your Fingertips. We're also going to do a drawing. You will get one each of the books, complimentary from Repechage. All you have to do is to pay shipping. So we will do a drawing at the end, and we will let you know who is the winner. Of course, people that will be eligible for the drawing are the ones that stayed on until the end of this webinar. I should have told you this maybe in the beginning. So now we go into the chat. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay. So Karen French, hello, darling, from Malta. I love these people in Malta. They are just the most adorable. Hello, Lydia, warm regards. Hi from Tennessee and Florida. And from Caracas, right? Caracas, Macea. Anyway, I don't know, Patricia said, shame on them. For what, dear? I don't know. Lydia did online. If so, how did I get access to the older Zooms? Okay, so Julie, you can get access to my different webinars if you go to edu.learningwithlydia.com, and it will bring you to a portal where you will register and get all my webinars that I did before, okay? So 16 new messages. Oh, the Koreans that stole the Repechage and claim as theirs. Yes, I know, shame on them. Do you have exclusive repechage salons? Do you offer live classes in California? Well, all of that, you know, it really depends of what's happening with the country. We certainly have done so in the past, offer live classes all over the world. But of course, we live in a whole new world today, so we don't know. So Mike says, I feel I am an amazing esthetician, but what do you think a guy needs to be a 5-star esthetician in the industry? I love it. Get my book, Success at Your Fingertips. Hope maybe you're the winner. So really, it's your knowledge, it's your presentation of yourself, it's your service, it's how you speak to the client, what you say, your language, your presentation. Think of it, you know, what is the difference when you check into a 5-star hotel? What is the difference when you check into a 2-star hotel? There's a very big difference. So this is about being the 5-star person. It's certainly, it's in your service and in your attitude. Brianna says she still loves my glasses. From Finland. Hi from Finland. Oh, I just, you know, I love you guys. You send me the most loving messages. And yes, the books can be purchased if you don't win them, absolutely. Elizabeth says she loves using Repechage. And what is the shelf life of the 4-layer facial? 3 years. I would love to have you as my mentor. Melissa, you are very welcome. And certainly, Gabriela wants to know what are the requirements to see the factory. Once the shelter in is over and we are able to travel, all you have to do is get in touch with one of our representatives, 1-800-248-7546. Dawn says, thank you very much for beautiful products and wonderful information. Andrea Rostu says, I love learning from you. When will the oncology program be available to take? It's available now. And we're going to have, I believe on May 19, an oncology webinar, so sign up for that. What would you advise using the 4-layer facial on a diabetic? There's no problem because you're not cutting the skin. You should not be lensing the skin and you should not be removing any media. So the 4-layer facial is perfect. It won't have any side effects. Yes, you can have access to the video on how to do proper extractions. So Luz says about hormonal pigment. For that, we have a BioLite facial that will work very well, especially the BioLite sheet mask with the BioLite serum has great results. If the person has allergic to fruits, well, it's what fruit? It cannot be all fruits, so you have to be more specific to what fruit. Lydia, oh, Regina, hi Regina, darling. We miss you. I can't wait to see you. Swani says, thank you so much for 4-layer facial. Shafali says, thank you for your lovely product. Kiara says she will graduate soon and she will be using the 4-layer facial. How do you get the kit for free? If you purchase $250 of Repechage products, you will get the 4-layer facial free. But certainly you can call our toll-free number, 1-800-248-7546. Andrea says that the 4-layer facial is best. Ayala, thank you so much. I am absolutely happy that you were able to join us. Shelly from Trinidad and Tobago, wonderful. I miss you guys. Can't wait to see you all once this COVID-19 is lifted and we all can go back to our regular life, whatever that regular life will be like. I want you to know, all of you that have registered, I will also send to you my manifesto of how to reopen your salon. So you will get that, and you also will get a kind of 10 points so you can, in a PDF file, so you can share it with your clients as well. So I will send this to you. Wendy Gomez, have you had a client that's allergic to seaweed? Absolutely never. 40 years. If you can swim, darling, in the ocean, you can use Repechage seaweed. I don't vouch for other companies' seaweed products, but you can certainly use Repechage seaweed products without any problem. Judith would like to know if the purchase of the books could be a part of the $250. Yes, it can. Thank you. They love Repechage. Thank you, Elizabeth. We have, they want to know where to get the skin analysis charts. We offer them. They actually come in duplicates, so you keep the copy from the bottom. And you can call us and we will absolutely allow you to purchase anything you would like. Daphne wants to know, how do mineral mask benefits penetrate the skin over the seaweed mask? That's a really good question. So first of all, the purpose of the mineral mask is to provide the thermal effect. As you have seen on the slide, the temperature goes up to about 110. This creates a beautiful, beautiful thermal effect that allows the wonderful ingredients from seaweed mask to be absorbed faster into the skin. From Estonia, thank you so much. I'm so happy you enjoyed the different approaches to 4-layer facial. Yes, because there are many different ways you can approach it. So I'm so glad you do it. Yes, you should today wear gloves during massage, period. We need to wear gloves all the time now. Wendy, thank you. Tune in to all of my webinars, and certainly I hope to see you in all of my webinars this month, because I'm conducting, I think, 2 or 3 more. Tamara wants to know that during exfoliation step, how do you decide what to use? Very good question. So you decide based on the skin type, Fitzpatrick scale, 1 to 6, their condition. So if I would be doing an exfoliation, for example, on Fitzpatrick scale 1, that's very sensitive, I would probably use either Rapidex or I would use the Luminex mask. I would skip granule or mechanical exfoliation or high percentage of acid exfoliation. So look at the skin sensitivity, look at the skin condition, and then you decide which exfoliant you're going to use, Tamara. So very, very important question. Thank you. Anyone that has not seen the whole webinar on the four-layer facial, we will be sending a link after this presentation, so you will be able to review it and you will be able to see it again at your convenience. And yes, Tammy, we do have the seaweed mask treatment. This is SKU SU3, and it has 6 seaweed masks. From Montana, Yasmin, stay healthy. I feel like I want to move to Montana since I'm living now in the epicenter of pandemic in New York City. Mike wants to know if any treatments are not good for higher Fitzpatrick's. No, actually the 4-layer facial is perfect, and you would want to do like a Luminex mask with that. Is the 4-layer facial not good for any skin type? No, actually, Brandy, it's perfect for all skin types. We really have beautiful you have to understand my experience with the 4-layer facial is over 40 years. And in all continents, in Africa, where I was personally doing seminars and teaching people how to do the 4-layer facial, in Asia, in Europe, in Russia, in Poland, in Italy, in Croatia, everywhere. So I have had experience with many different skin types, skin conditions, and different Fitzpatrick scales. It's perfect each and every time. From Colorado, Beta, thank you. And Retilia says the 4-layer facial is my client's absolute favorite. And you know, it's still my most favorite facial, even though we have many beautiful facial. And Luz wants to know what should be the price point to start with 4-layer facial. I think the price point minimum for the 4-layer facial should be today $95. That's the minimum. We have salons and spas that charge $320. But the very, very minimum without any add-ons would be $95. If you want to create, regardless of what are the add-ons, a starting price at $150, you may do that as well. Do we have Repechage in Romania? Yes, we do, Andrea. And I will have someone send you the information who is a current distributor. Wonderful. Oh, somebody wants to be Sedesco certified. We actually now going to have an opportunity worldwide and in US to provide Sedesco certification online. So tune in. Hopefully it will begin very soon. Ratilia says, I'm raising my prices today. And all you should do, everyone should raise your prices. I will tell you why. Once the COVID, once the shelter in is over, you will be going back to your salons. You will be doing a lot more than you did before. You will be doing greater sanitation, greater sterilization, wearing masks, wearing gloves, providing those to your clients. Your costs will go up. So you should minimum up your price by 20%, and don't be afraid. So thank you so much. I am so happy to be able to be with you today. And I hope I see you enjoyed it. I don't have to say I hope. I know you've enjoyed the presentation, and I hope to see you at my next live webinar. But if you miss some of my webinars, please go to edu.com. No, edu.learningwithlydia.com, and you will be able to register for all the wonderful webinars that you could have missed. So don't miss my next one, and I hope to see you. Thank you so much. I'm very excited, and I hope to see you very soon. Thank you so much.